Hello, life-changing coaches. So good to see you. Kelly Coulter here. And today we're going to do a really fun little session that I just came up with today. Um, I'm just going to do an Ask Me Anything. Y'all, there's so much going on. I know that I come to you guys with so much information every week. And I recently surveyed my group and we talked about what you guys really want out of the next 90 days. And I got some great information from that. I'd love to hear from you right here. What is it that you really want to accomplish in your business, in your personal life, in your career over the next 90 days? And what I want to do today is just come to you and answer any questions that you've got. So, this is my session that I normally do in the fitness music lounge for Muscle Mix. And today I'm coming live in the fitness music lounge. And then at the last minute, I decided I'm going to go ahead and go live in a bunch of different places. So I'm simulcasting into the Grow Your Fitness Business group and into LinkedIn and YouTube because I wanted as many live bodies watching as possible so that you guys can type in the comments and give me all of your questions. So here's what I'm planning on talking about. I sat down and I said, what are people going to ask me about? And I said, here are the things I think people will ask me about. I think that they're going to ask me about 75 hard because I'm almost done. And I think they're going to ask me about the fitness business kickstart. So now it's your turn. Start typing your questions into the comments. Also about business building, of course. That's my jam. Creating an audience, structuring your business so that it makes money, mindset around business when you run into upper limit problems, and all of the things that keep us from doing the big things we really want to do. Perfectionism, imposter syndrome, all of it's on the table. Ask me anything. That's what I'm here to do. All right, so first, let me just say this. This is the Fit Pros Business Show at the Fitness Music Lounge. I'm Kelly Coulter. I've been a fitness instructor as well as an online marketing geek since the 90s. I've helped thousands of fit pros bootstrap their businesses quickly and easily while creating a profit from day one. I teach you how to step by step get your first clients, get your next clients, so that you can build a massively profitable business doing what you love. My mission is simple. As pros, I believe we all have a unique mix of experiences, expertise, and personality that makes us perfect to serve a specific audience. It's my mission to help you find and serve that audience so that you can step away from the gym, so that you can serve the clients that you love, and so that you can make a real living doing it. Every other week, I do a live session here in the Fitness Music Lounge to help you extend the business building and marketing expertise that I offer into your work and career. So, whether you are working in a gym, in a facility, or in your own business, I am here to help you with everything that I've got. So today we're doing a special session. We're doing Ask Me Anything, and I have extended the audience beyond just the Fitness Music Lounge, and we are coming live to the Grow Your Fitness Business group, to LinkedIn, to YouTube, to all the places. So now it's your turn. Start asking me your questions. Type them into the comments. The first thing I envisioned that you guys were going to want to know about is 75 hard. So, on a personal note, I am on day 63 of 75 hard. If you don't know what 75 hard is, it's a mind discipline program. So, it's not a challenge, it is not an eating program, it is not a diet, it is not a fitness program. It was created. If you go and listen to Andy Frisella talk about it, or if you read 75 Hard, what you'll see is the program was created around the idea of discipline and mental toughness, not around any kind of body stuff. And I think people get that confused because they see on Facebook and Instagram and all the places, people are posting these pictures of these massive body transformations that they get from doing 75 hard. And the reason that they post those pictures is because one of the things that you have to add to your to-do list every day is taking a selfie so you see your progress. And really, that picture is the only thing that you can put out there, or that can in any way like quickly represent the transformation that you've been through from doing this program. It's a visual representation of what has gone on inside. So people put these pictures out, and then everybody thinks that 75 hard is all about like getting skinny or getting rock hard abs, and it is not. Now, you do some healthy living things, right? Healthy and not so healthy. I'm going to talk about that in a second, but you have to drink a gallon of water a day. You have to work out twice a day, and one of those workouts has to be outside in the elements. That's part of the mental toughness, whether it's raining, whether it's snowing, whether it is 110 degrees, you're going outside and you're doing a 45-minute workout. So that's a piece of it. So gallon of water, 2 workouts a day, one has to be outside. You have to read 10 pages of a self-development book out of an actual book. You can't listen to it, and you can't read it on Kindle. You have to take the selfie, and did I cover all 5 things? Water, selfie, workout, get outside, no alcohol. 2 more things. No alcohol, and follow a diet. It does not have to be a specific diet. It cannot be one of those diets where you can like bank up all your calories and then have a cheat day. There are no cheat meals. So Weight Watchers would be fine, but you can't bank up any calories and then use them later. It's all about taking your vices away, right? So I committed to a low carb diet. I have not had a lick of sugar in 62 days, 63 days. Have not had any alcohol in 63 days. I've drank a gallon of water. I've done the 2 workouts. Okay, so let me say this, y'all. I did fail on day 42. And by the standards of the program, you're supposed to go back to day 1. That is not a possibility for me right now, so I kept going. I failed because I did not take the selfie. And then I even tried to like cheat myself. I woke up at midnight and realized I hadn't taken the selfie, and I tried to just upload a picture of myself that was taken that weekend. And I woke up the next day and I had to have a really, I could cry just thinking about it. I had to have a really dark, honest conversation with myself and say, by the way, you have failed. And uploading that selfie did not fix the fact that you have failed. And that, my friends, is what this is all about. Getting super honest with yourself and finding out where you are self negotiating, where you are making little compromises in your life that are actually holding you back from getting what you want. So, Terry asked, why did you start and why did you commit to 75 hard? Great question. Thank you. So, what I noticed about my life is that, yes, I have these little self negotiations. A couple things. Self negotiation was a piece of it. I saw myself relying far too much on these little bites of candy that I would get throughout the day and on alcohol in order to calm myself, and it became part of my self-soothing, my coping mechanisms. I have little Reese's that I buy at the grocery store. I buy big bags of them, and I keep them in the pantry, and the kids like them and I like them way too much. And I found myself going from where I would allow myself to have 2 of those a day to where I was having like 4 of those a day. And it just kept going up from there. And it was like every time I felt uncomfortable or tired, I was going for one of those little candies. So that's not going to work, right? So right away I knew that I needed to take some of my vices away from myself. And then along with that, I found myself drinking too much. I think a lot of us go through that at different times of the year, different times of our lives. Um, I I was, I wouldn't mind having a drink like every single night, and that doesn't work for me either. I don't like myself when I drank too much. So I committed to this program, committed to it right before I went to DC to go see some friends for the SCW conference, which was really hard because I found myself really wanting to drink because they were all in the lounge drinking. So that was hard. Club soda in a wine glass saved my life. It really, really helped. So yeah, that is why I committed. I found myself having self negotiations, and I felt also like you guys, I would love to hear what you have to say because we are all coaches here, right? I coach fitness professionals on creating a business and on making more money and having choices in their life, whether they are trying to get out of the gym or whether they're just trying to make more than 15 bucks an hour or whether they want to help 100 people and they're only helping like 20. I help fitness pros get what they want. You guys help your clients get what you want, they want too. And I consider us all coaches at the end of the day. Yes, we're fitness pros, we've got our certs, we do our thing. We are all coaches, and that requires a level of mental toughness that I felt the need to really challenge. So, when you are a coach, people come to you with all their stuff, right? They're telling you personal things. These are things that matter. They're things that are affecting their success and therefore your success and helping them. Um, when things don't go well for your clients, they may come to you and lay that on you in different ways. And you have to be tough. You have to have the mental fortitude to stay calm and say, okay, yes, here is my piece in it. And here are all the things that are not my piece in it. And here is where I have to sit with this client and let's be uncomfortable for a while. Let's have the tough conversations and what are all the things that I can do and be that will get this person moving in the direction that they need to be moving. So I felt the need to level up my level of mental toughness in order to ensure that I was always just kind of like that step. I don't want to say ahead, but that I was tough enough to hold that space that I needed to hold for my clients. Because it's not always easy when things are uncomfortable. You always have that temptation to fill the gap of silence with words. And when you need somebody to sit in their discomfort, it means you have to sit and be uncomfortable. So I needed to get more comfortable with being uncomfortable. So those are the reasons that I committed. That's a little bit about the program. The other thing that I jotted down, and I told you about my technical fail, right? So I am a 75 hard failure, by the way. I think I will probably do it again, and I may lead a small group from the Grow Your Fitness Business group through it in October or January. So I may do it again in October on my own, and then I guess it would be October, November and then maybe lead a group in January. So I am a technical failure. um, I wanted to say this. So I'm at day 63, which means I've got 12 more days. This point has been really, really hard because my body is really tired. So you know, this program, it pushes your body in the same way that like training for a triathlon or a marathon would push your body, and you don't have any days off. So when people mistake it for like a fitness program, they're actually so wrong on so many levels because not having any days off is not a good thing, as we all know, because we're all fitness professionals. So, so not having any days off is it's starting to tear down my muscles. Like I see my some of my muscles getting smaller. I feel super fatigued. I'm in that kind of like overtrained, almost pain that just doesn't go away and it's not a comfortable feeling. And so I'm in this place right now in 75 hard where I'm going to have to be uncomfortable for 2 weeks. And I know I'm going to get teary eyed again now because, wow, yeah, I am going to have to be uncomfortable for the next 2 weeks. And that just is what it is because the choice is either to quit or to go through it, right? So it's like you're going along in this program and you're doing all the things and you're like, wow, I'm really tough. I'm doing all the things. And as a fitness pro, I kind of breezed through a lot of it looking back. I mean, drink a gallon of water. I thought that was going to be hard. That wasn't hard. Work out 2 times a day. That's not hard. I work out more than that on a regular basis. Not having days off is hard. Reading the book has been an awesome experience. I've loved taking the time to read 10 pages. So I really breezed through it. And now I'm seeing everything that I've done has these compound effects because I've followed this diet. I've lost 10 pounds. I can see more muscles than I used to. I'm stronger than I have been since college. But now at the very end, there is this 2 weeks where I'm going to have to be uncomfortable. And so I'm really seeing that what my body can do and what my mind can do. And my mindset is kind of hitting these new upper limits that I haven't hit before. So I see I'm a 75 hard failure too. It's hard. Yeah, and I wouldn't call it a failure. I would call it a restart. You'll attempt it again when you're ready, or maybe you won't. Um, I do differ a little bit from Andy Frisella when, he says you have to go back and restart. And if you don't, you're he says all kinds of things. Um, I do know for sure 100% that even though I am a failure, I failed on day 42. I did not upload the picture that I still am getting a lot of benefits from doing this. So you said I missed the beginning. I didn't hear what happened. On day 42 of 75 hard, one of the requirements is that you have to upload a selfie every day so that you can watch the progress that you make, your physical progress in your body. And I did not. Here's what happened on that day. My husband's going to kill me. We had a huge, big old fight. We were so mad at each other, so mad at each other. Just one of those things that happens when you are in a long-term committed relationship, of course. So we had this big fight. I literally left the house and went on a hike by myself. And I came back and I was so mad at him and I just huffed into bed um and I woke up and I was so exhausted. I was mentally and physically exhausted and just emotionally exhausted. I woke up at like midnight and I realized I hadn't taken this selfie. So now it was either get out of bed and throw on the lights and take this picture or just don't. And I made this mental negotiation in my mind. I said, okay, well, I will find a picture that was taken over the weekend of me full length, and I'm just going to upload that and use it as the picture. And so I did that, and it was like that state of mental exhaustion and just middle of the night, kind of really bad decision making. And the first thing when I woke up the next morning, I was like, that does not count. And that is a fail. And I was so upset with myself. It was a Monday, and I was just sitting in the house all day, just crying and so angry with myself. And so, like I said, I decided to tough it out and keep going through the rest of the 75 days because I'm not in a position where I could add that extra 42 days to the end of this. There's a lot of this that I will keep doing, but the not having any days off, my body is not going to do that. There's a lot that I'm not going to be able to do for an extra 42 days on top of finishing this 75 days. So, all of that to say, I did fail. Okay. So, next question is what did you read? The 75 hard book or something else. So, here are the books that I've read so far during 75 hard. And I'll tell you what I recommend and what I don't. So, The Culture Code. It was just right beside me. So this was the first one that I finished. No, it wasn't. I read Servant Leadership, and I can't remember who the author of that one is. It's an older book. It wasn't great. It was pretty dry. But I believe that we are all servant leaders, and I like to read up on that because it's a foundational idea of the things that I teach. So Servant Leadership, which was written in the 60s or 70s, it's a classic book. And then I read the Dan Heath book. It was not Switch. It was it'll come to me. It was one of the Heath books. So the Heath brothers write really great books about business. And this one was about I might go grab it for you guys in a second because I'm completely blanking on it. So then the Culture Code, awesome. Daniel Coyle, the Culture Code. It is about groups and how groups function together and how they do best together. It gave me a million ideas about my accelerator group, gave me a million ideas about running my Facebook group. Really, really great information, well told, good storytelling, great book. Right now, I am reading Creative Visualization, which is a foundational book if you've gotten a yoga certification or if you just are practicing spirituality. It's about using your mind to change the barriers that are in your life. And it's got a lot of just hands-on technical stuff, a lot of good meditations in there and things like that. After that, I am planning to read the 75 Hard book. So I've only listened to Andy. I have not read him. Oh, two more. I've listened to and ordered the hard copies of two books by y'all, why am I blanking on everybody's names right now? I'm going to tell you who it is. Alex Hormozy. Alex Hormozy. So he's a guy that's like a little bit newer on the scene in terms of being a business coach. He started in the fitness industry. He wrote a book called Gym Launch Secrets. He owns a business called Gym Launch. He's amazing. I love so much of what he has to say. So listening to Gym Launch Secrets right now. Before that, I listened to and I ordered the hard copy of, and I will read $100 million offers. So if you are building a business, you guys, the three out of those that I highly, highly, highly recommend is $100 million offers first. That's Alex Hormozy, $100 million offers. It's all about creating a product that you can confidently sell and that people would almost feel stupid not buying. Like it represents everything that they want. And all you have to do is package it together the right way and offer it to them, and then they will buy. It's everything that we talk about in the first day of my business kickstart. And it's a really good book. Then Gym Launch Secrets, definitely that. And then the Culture Code. I got a lot out of reading. All right. And thank you, you guys. Thank you for your kind words. Any other questions about 75 Hard or about any of those books? Trying to think, there's a few more that I've ordered recently that I plan on definitely keeping up the habit of reading the 10 pages. And so I've been ordering all of these books that I wanted to dig into deeper. Because when you listen to a book on Audible, it's like you intake a certain amount of it, but then when you read it, and especially when you read and take notes, I like to take my journal and actually write out a lot of it, then you get even more. Okay. So let's move on. Tell me, you guys, what are your business building questions right now? Ask anything. I need a name for a 15-minute session for beginners in a weight loss program that don't like to exercise. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. I'm going to come back to that because I have another 75 hard question, and I'm going to kind of group all this stuff together. So are you doing 75 hard by yourself, or are you going through it with anyone else that you know? So I'm going through it with a group on Facebook, and everybody started at different times. So it's kind of an ongoing group. But I take a lot of coaching programs because I am a coach. I like to see what they're doing. I always learn something. I am not at, if you've ever talked to me on the phone or been in any of my stuff, you know this about me. I'm not a good salesperson. I'm not a natural born salesperson. And so a lot of the coaching programs that I am in are around like sales. And so there's one of the coaching programs that I'm in that a group of those people got together and did a Facebook Messenger chat. So we are all supporting each other in the Facebook Messenger chat. That does really help, like having other people and knowing that they're in the same point of the journey and that you can bounce questions off of them. The other thing that I did that really helped me with 75 Hard is I started right away uploading a story every day to Instagram, and it helped keep me accountable to myself because whether or not anybody else is watching it, I know whether or not I uploaded that story. So it's like I knew every morning when I go on this outdoor walk that I would record this story and that people would be following along, and people have followed along, and it's been really fun. And you're here on Facebook. All right. So, yeah, that I would highly recommend being in a group and finding one. There are tons of them out there. Hundreds and thousands of people are going through this program. So there are a lot of groups out there in Facebook. I'm sure, like I said, we will probably put one together in the Grow Your Fitness Business group, maybe in January or October. I have not decided yet. Um, So let's go back and talk about I need a name for a 15-minute session for beginners in a weight loss program that don't like to exercise. So is the 15-minute session, is it going to be a session where they you're like evaluating them? Is this like a coaching session, or is this a fitness session where you do 15 minutes of exercise and it's like a quickie snack of exercise? If it's a quickie snack, like a little exercise snack, then I've heard people call those movement snacks, movement breaks. I've heard I like that a lot. I like I like the idea of kind of making it more like a non-committal food thing than an exercise session. Maybe it's maybe it's a quick walk. Maybe it's a so I see it's a fitness section session. I like that. Just a quick just like that, a quick exercise session. Yeah, so it's like a little get it done. Just start moving. Yeah, it's a JSM. Just start moving. Just get your body in motion. Um, I don't know, you guys. Let's brainstorm in the comments too. Who else has one? And the name for the program is Just Start. Love it. I love it. Yeah, that's really good. So I'll go back and say this. So I need a name for a 15-minute session for beginners in a weight loss program that don't like to exercise. And you know, I've been thinking a lot about the relationship between diet and exercise, and I think it's really interesting. This all started when interviewed Christine Conti last week on my Instagram live, and we were talking about, our role as fitness professionals and what it is and what it isn't. And I think it's okay for a program to just be nutrition, and maybe you um if it's a weight loss program, I don't know. I would have to hear more about the program, but I just want to throw this out there for anybody that it's useful for. You don't have to be everything to everybody. It's okay to be just nutrition. It's okay to be a wellness coach where it's all of it. And it's okay to be just a movement coach and not feel like you have to do that nutrition piece. Like the fact is, we all know as fitness professionals that movement will be the thing that augments their efforts if they're trying to lose weight, but that the diet has to be in place. Like movement in and of itself will not be the thing that gets them to their goal weight if they're eating McDonald's every day. So I don't know, just a little food for thought there if that is helpful. A just start quickie. It's perfect. So she's going to call the 15-minute movement sessions a just start quickie. I like the word quickie. What else, you guys? Who else has a business question? You guys think about your business questions, and and go ahead and start typing them into the comments. I'm going to ask you, or I'm going to tell you one more thing while you guys are doing that. So the Fitness Business Kickstart is coming up in May. So I'm doing it this time as like a conference style, and it's going to be over 2 days. So we're not doing the 5-day thing that we've done in the past. We're not doing a 4-day. We're doing a 2-day. It's going to be quick. It's going to be a quickie. We're going to do co-working, coaching, all the things. And I want you to like take that weekend to get your business-ish together. Like I want you to walk away from that weekend knowing that you have got everything you need to go out and sell some clients, to do the program, to sell more clients if you have already been working with clients. I want it to be like this 2-day upgrade to your program to where you cannot believe how much you are going to just soar right out of there. So, in order to do that, I've put together a 2-day program that is all the things. So I will be there teaching. I'm going to tell you all about getting your offer together. And then we're going to talk about pricing. And then Debbie Bellinger is going to come in and coach on corporate partnerships because it's one of the biggest things you can do to up your income right away and get more people that you are making an impact with. We are going to do marketing. We're going to do sales. We're going to do a Chair One fitness demo because chair assisted fitness is a huge way that you can add and augment to your business without continuing to tear your body down. So we're going to do Chair One. We are going to, this is really cool. So one of the things I've noticed when I do the business kickstart is that you guys do best and you take the most action when we do a few things to get you out of your comfort zone. And I used to do that by like dancing, and I made everybody stand up and dance, but I don't know, like everybody dances. That's okay. So this time, and y'all, if any of these, if any of the commenters here are my accelerators, you can tell me about your experience with this because we've done it in the accelerator. I'm going to take my shirt off. I'm bringing in a shamanic healer, and we are going to do an online shamanic healing session. Your whole job will be to lay there and just let her take you through this mental journey to unblock your mindset blocks, to start to envision what the future for you and your business and your clients can look like. So it's a shamanic healing session. It sounds really, really woo-woo, but it's like a meditation journey on crack. It's like 10 years of talk therapy all rolled into this one like 45-minute to an hour session. So good. Worth the registration deposit just for that. I'm telling you, Stephanie Filardi is going to do it for us. She is absolutely amazing. She's been a foundational piece of like making me who I am. So we're going to do a shamanic healing session. We're going to do all the training, and we are going to have co-working, and y'all, you're going to get your business together. So that's at fitprosconnect.com/kickstart. Here's another thing. I had a huge brainstorm over the weekend, and I said, this is how we're doing it. Registration deposit. So you go in, you register, you pay. That money will be refunded at the end. It is money to make sure that you show up. So it's technically free, but you do put down a deposit because if you don't show up, I'm keeping your money. So fitprosconnect.com/kickstart. You go there, you register, you put down your registration deposit. You are in. You're going to start getting the emails that talk about everything you can do to get prepared for the weekend. The weekend happens May 14th and 15th. We will be together from 9 a.m. Eastern to 6 p.m. Eastern on Zoom. There is a Facebook group that is live now. You go there, you introduce yourselves to each other, you brainstorm just like we did on the business naming stuff just now. And then come May 14th, all of the sessions will be live on Zoom. They will also be broadcast into the Facebook group. So that means if you can't join us live on Zoom, you can still watch on Facebook. It also means that everything will stay in that Facebook group as a recorded session until that Facebook group goes away. And that Facebook group will be up until the next Thursday at midnight. So you'll have until the 19th. If you have to miss any piece of that weekend, you'll have until the 19th to catch up and watch those recordings. Okay, so free registration, you go to fitprosconnect.com/kickstart. You will be required to put down a registration deposit. I will refund that as long as you show up and do the things. All right. What other questions do you guys have? What questions do you have about the business kickstart? I know I've got a lot of people here who have done it with me before, and I've got people who have not done it with me. It's a life changer, y'all. I mean, the ideas that you will come away with, the understanding of how marketing really works, how sales really works, how your business should really be structured, it will change everything about what you're thinking about your business in the best way because you're actually going to make money. A lot of us think that we hold personal training sessions and that in order to make money, we just have to add more personal training sessions, or that in order to make money, we just need to add more people to our monthly subscriptions. And the truth is, there are more ways, there are better ways. And some of those things that are our first blush reactions as new business owners are actually races to the bottom. So this is the experience that will help you avoid all of those tripping points and pitfalls. All right. Okay, you guys. So I think that might be a good place to cut it off. I'd love to hear if you guys had a good time here. I was a little nervous, but this was really fun. So thank you for coming and thank you for participating. If you've got more questions for me, put them in the comments. I do see all the comments as they come in. I get my little notifications in Facebook. And so I'll come back in and answer for you. And we will do it again soon. Go over to fitprosconnect.com/kickstart. There are 5 people watching live right now. I want all 5 of you registered. And let's get this thing going. And then, yeah. All right. That's what I got to say. Love you. I will see you soon.